Hello friends, I'm Dr. Jeevat Ram. Today I will discuss the clinical treatment of coronavirus which has been recommended by the researchers. Researchers study other potential medications and treatment for COVID-19 including hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin are used to treat COVID-19, but the combination such as hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin an antibiotic, researchers generally recommend avoiding this combination because it can cause heart problems. Anti-inflammatory therapy. Researchers study various anti-inflammatory drugs to treat or prevent lung injury from infection-associated inflammation. Immune-based therapy. Researchers are studying the use of a type of immune-based therapy called convalescent plasma. Convalescent plasma is blood donated by people who have recovered from COVID-19 that is used to treat people who are seriously ill with the disease. Amlodipine. One study found that this high blood pressure drug might help improve the outcome of people with high blood pressure and COVID-19, especially when combined with chloroquine. Ivermectin. One laboratory study researched the potential of using this anti-parasitic drug as a treatment, but it's too early to know its effectiveness to treat or prevent COVID-19, as it hasn't been tested in people with COVID-19. Antithrombotic therapy in patients with COVID-19. COVID-19 has been associated with inflammation and a prothrombotic state, with increase in fibrin degradation products, fibrinogen and D-dimers. Although the true incidence of thrombosis is unknown, there have been reports of increased incidence of thromboembolic disease associated with COVID-19 in patients in the intensive care unit. Potential antiviral drugs under evaluation for the treatment of COVID-19. Throughout the section, study descriptions were updated to clearly indicate a study's publication status and to provide an assessment of study's limitation and results. Data were also updated as needed based on changes to preprints or post-publication changes. The following recommendations were added or revised in this section. Remdesivir. On the basis of preliminary clinical trial data, the panel recommends the investigational antiviral agent remdesivir for the treatment of COVID-19 in hospitalized patients with severe disease, defined as oxygen saturation less than 94% or ambient air at sea level, requiring supplemental oxygen, mechanical ventilation, or extracorporeal membrane oxygenation. Remdesivir is not approved by the Food and Drug Administration. However, it's available through an FDA emergency use authorization for the treatment of hospitalized adults and children with COVID-19. Remdesivir is also being investigated in clinical trials and it's available through an emergency access program for children and pregnant patients. Chloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine. The panel recommends against using high-dose chloroquine, 600 mg twice daily for 10 days for the treatment of COVID-19. Because the high dose carries a higher risk of toxicities than the lower dose. The FDA warning that caution against the use of chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine for COVID-19 outside the setting of a hospital or clinical trial was added to this section. Immune-based therapy under evaluation for treatment of COVID-19. The following key changes were made to this section: convalescent plasma and immunoglobulins. New information has been added to the section on convalescent plasma and severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2 specific immunoglobulins. Interleukin-6 inhibitors. New data from an interim review of a phase 2/3 clinical trial for Solumab have been included. New preliminary results from a clinical trial for Tocilizumab have been included. There is no change to the panel's recommendation for interleukin-6 inhibitors. There are insufficient data to recommend either for or against the use of interleukin-6 inhibitors. Solumab, Cetuximab, Tocilizumab for the treatment of COVID-19.